Christ and God. John 1:1-5. KJV. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. John 1:1-5. KJV. John's Gospel opens not with a manger, not with shepherds, and not with genealogies, but with eternity. He introduces us to Jesus Christ as the Word, the Logos. The text is plain, and its translation unchangeable. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Here the subject is Christ and God. From this passage, we learn three profound truths. Christ is the eternal revealer of God, John declares. In the beginning was the Word. Christ is not a word. He is the Word, the perfect revelation of God to man, distinguished by his faithfulness. Christ is the exact expression of God's mind and heart. He reveals the Father without distortion, for he is the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person. Hebrews 1:2-3. Distinguished by his fullness. Human words reveal only fragments of truth. Prophets and teachers have given glimpses of God, but Christ reveals him in his entirety. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. Colossians 2:9. Distinguished by his forcefulness. Human words may carry influence, but God's word has creative and transformative power. By his word, worlds came into existence. Christ, as the living word, carries the full force of divine authority and power. 2. Christ is the eternal self of God in fellowship and contact. John continues, and the Word was with God. This shows that Christ had a conscious existence distinct from the Father, yet was in perfect relationship with him in agreement. The Son and the Father are never at odds. There is complete unity of mind, will, and purpose. I and my Father are one. John 10:30. With him in contact. Christ has never been separated from the Father's presence. He lives in the light of the Father's glory, breathing in his purposes, and carrying them out perfectly. 3. Christ is the eternal self of God in essence and action. John's boldest declaration is this, and the Word was God. He was God in form. Deep within the human soul is a longing to see God in a form we can grasp. Christ is God made visible. He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. John 14:9. He is the form God has chosen to reveal himself to the universe and to mankind. He was God in action. John writes, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Christ is not only God in essence, but also the active agent of creation. Through him, God's eternal purposes are brought into reality. He is the executor of divine will and the manifestation of divine power. John continues, in him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Christ is the source of all life, physical and spiritual. He is the light that pierces human darkness. Yet the tragedy is that the darkness often fails to grasp him. Nevertheless, the light is unconquerable. The eternal Word is fully God, the eternal revealer, the agent of creation, and the source of all hope for fallen humanity.